Good afternoon, everyone. We're here to report about aquatic ecosystem. An ecosystem is defined as a functional unit wherein all living organisms interact with their surroundings and one another to sustain themselves in the environment. In a broad sense, an ecosystem can be categorized as land, terrestrial ecosystem, or water or aquatic ecosystem. An aquatic ecosystem is an ecosystem that is water-based. The word aquatic comes from the Latin word for water. An ecosystem is distinct community of organism in a specific environment. The aquatic ecosystem definition state is it is a water-based environment wherein living organisms interact with both physical and chemical features of environment. So we can say that an aquatic ecosystem is a community of organisms that is live together, interact, and to extent depend on each other in a water-based environment. There are different types of aquatic ecosystem, and these articles explain all about four main types of aquatic habitats for animals. Next, Marian. The characteristic of aquatic ecosystem include being underwater or being based around water, being community of organism, being a distinct community that is more less contained. The the future of aquatic ecosystem are the freshwater or saltwater can be used to make them. They serve as home for a variety of aquatic animals, and the major of the vegetation is made up of algae and corals. They have a lot of biological diversity, which makes them the most productive and wealthiest ecosystem on the planet. Lastly is they help regulate the hydrologic cycle and act as a pollution filter among others. Next, Mariel. Our next reporter will be Mike Davis.
Marine is a word that comes from the Latin word for sea. So, a marine ecosystem is any ecosystem that exists within the sea. Our seas and oceans are vast bodies of salt water, so while it may be argued that the whole ocean is one giant ecosystem, it may be also argued that several different ecosystems can coexist with a single ocean. Freshwater ecosystems. Contrary to the marine water ecosystem that contains salty water, freshwater ecosystem has little or no salt. The major types of freshwater ecosystem includes ponds ecosystem, lake ecosystem, and river ecosystem. A pond is a discernibly a closed, self-contained environment which houses a community of organisms. Ponds are usually freshwater ecosystems. However, they can also be made up of brackish, salty, or briny water. Next report, no.
Bina.
Next slide.
Yan. Next slide. Ano lagi?
Nawas Maril.
So, freshwater, freshwater river ecosystems. River ecosystems are slightly different to ponds and lakes because whilst the latter two ecosystems, so there are many wonderful kinds of aquatic ecosystems in the world, all of them home to some truly amazing creatures. In fact, scientists believe that they have only mapped about 10% of the creatures that live in the ocean. So vast and mysterious are our marine ecosystems. However, these aquatic ecosystems are under serious threat from pollution, carbon emissions, and overfishing. It is vital that we all act now to preserve our world's aquatic ecosystems for future generations. We can do this by reducing our emissions, stop using harmful chemicals that can leach into the oceans and rivers, and by cutting fish out of our diet. Next slide or last na eh?
Um, in addition, the function of aquatic ecosystem are facilitates recycling of nutrients, help purify water, recharges groundwater, and mitigates food. And that's all our report. And thank you.